The latest Reporters Without Borders ranking reveal a mixed picture of media freedom across ASEAN. While progress is possible, journalists in many countries continue to face restrictions that shape how news is reported. So, where is media freedom in the region heading?
But the decline shows that there is a space that needs to get better because it remains fragile and uneven. Press freedom in Malaysia basically still depends on too much of political climate. So rather than being protected by institution and laws, it needs to have a stable political climate because we are very fragile at the matter. And to me, the ranking should be treated as a reminder that media reform cannot be selective. If Malaysia want to strengthen democracy, press freedom must be part of that process. It is not a privilege only for journalists but also for the public.
Across ASEAN, press freedom faces different political, legal and economic challenges. In Malaysia, the 2026 RSF World Press Freedom Index saw the country fall from 88 to 95th place, raising questions about the reasons behind the decline.
The PPPA is the earlier version of Communication and Multimedia Act. So basically, in a way, it serves the same purpose. Only that PPPA doesn't govern the internet, whereas the Communication and Multimedia Act covers the internet as well.
While legal frameworks help regulate the media, they also influence how journalists report sensitive issues. Beyond legislation, these challenges are often experienced firsthand by journalists working in today's media environment.
At least one time that we received a letter of demand from one of the politicians for amending them in our news report. But one thing is that one of the ways that we always making sure that while we naming that person, it is mentioned by the other parties. It is not us that putting that solely because we want to put in our news organization, and also because we directly contacted that person. So during that time, I believe that one of the politicians did not satisfied with our report because we naming them directly.
If either party, the party may take action on the other party based on false information, and the only way of going through it is through a civil action, which is not a crime. However, according to the Communication and Multimedia Act, which is a public law, which any offences under this act is considered as a crime. So meaning to say, if anybody, mainly on the journalism industry, has committed a wrongdoing or an offence, they will be charged criminally based on the criminal law.
In Malaysia, the key factors are always political pressure, restrictive laws, weak access to information, economic pressure, and public hostility towards the media.
Malaysia's decline in the 2026 RSF World Press Freedom Index reflects more than a change in ranking. It highlights the importance of balancing press freedom, legal responsibility, and ethical journalism. As media continues to evolve across ASEAN, protecting the public's right to accurate and reliable information remains essential.
The Reporters Without Borders Index reminds us that press freedom is constantly changing. Ensuring a free and independent media will require continued commitment to protecting journalists and the public's right to know. Deazeera Azmil reporting for Colloquium Publication.